My sport is other sports' punishment. That is my motto for running cross country. I believe that every person in this room can run cross country because I believe that every person has the potential to do it because I knew I figured out I had the potential. I will talk about the origins of cross country. I will talk about the difference between the courses between women's and men's and between high school and college. And then I will talk about the most important thing to a cross country runner. According to Runner's World, an article, it came from England. It's a game called Hare and Hounds. It's one hound, and then there's hounds that follow the hare, but it can be as many hounds as possible. It's like a game of tag, basically. It's over a long-distance course from a start to finish, but the difference is that the hare would leave paper trails ahead because they get a 10-minute head start, so that's a lot of time. So the hounds have to follow the scent, and then that's how they find the hare, and that's why it's also called the paper chase, because there's a paper trail. And here is an example of the hare and the hounds. You can see that the hare has a certain jersey type on, and there's runners chasing him. This transition to cross country from just a starting point, instead of just one person getting a head start, it's just everybody, and that's how it kind of transitioned to a race from a starting point to an end. The difference between the courses are in high school, the girls run 3.2 miles, and so do the boys. They run 3.2 miles also. But the differences between the courses is the best courses in high school are the hardest ones. The most hilliest ones are the best courses, supposedly. And in college, boys is raised a little higher to 5.89 miles. So it's difficult more for the guys, but the girls stays the same to 3.2 miles. The courses are a lot easier, actually, because the best courses in college are the flattest and the fastest, because our coach looks for the fastest course. So it's a lot easier in college, surprisingly. You can find the rule book for the courses of how they have to be set up in the handbook of the NCAA, and also for the rules of cross country. Next, I'll talk about the most important thing to a runner, and that is shoes. Surprisingly, it is shoes, because the only thing you need to run cross country is a good pair of shoes. There's 3 different types of shoes. There are trainers, and there's racing flats and racing spikes. This is a picture of training shoes. This is the exact picture of my training shoes. Training shoes are basically for training in. Most of you probably know that since y'all play sports. And the reason why is because of the support on the heel and in the arch. I have to have a lot of support because I have a high arch. And where the toe is, how it goes up, it's supposed to help with shin splints. Like, that's especially made for runners, especially for me because I get shin splints a lot. These are racing flats. These are like mine, except for that they're pink. They have a lot less support because you're not really running in them all the time, just only for races. And these are only for, well, they're basically for every course. You can run it for anything. Mainly, you'd only need them like if it's for gravel or for it's like a track or concrete, maybe a road. Next, these are racing spikes. The spikes can actually screw out and you can put them back in and out, and there is not a lot of support, as you can tell. It's just a plastic bottom, And these are just mainly just for traction. They're kind of really uncomfortable to wear actually, but to get more traction you gotta wear what you gotta wear. And for this, you'd only wear these for if the whole course is grassy or if it's a muddy day, which is a sad time to get your shoes dirty. But the reason why is because these spikes, if you run on gravel or concrete, you'll just wear out the spikes and then you can't get the spikes out, which I recently did to mine. Now that I've told you the origins of cross country and what the courses look like for men's and girls, or men's and women's, and the most important thing to cross country, which is shoes, now you know all the important stuff about cross country.